Hey guys, this is Bebe872 and this time we'll talk about my honest opinions on set 8.5. One of the things that I noticed that Morgana is insanely broken. She gives 40% armor and MR shred at the same time, being a single unit, meaning that you can almost fit her in every composition while being very useful with the double CC plus extra damage. If Morgana is going to stay at this point, we might see her in every composition, and the reason behind that is number 2. MR and armor shred right now is not worth making if a unit like Morgana is in the game. Now, in order to make an MR or armor shred, you need Ionics, Last Whispers, or Statics, right? So you gotta make a bow, crit, rod, cloak, or a tier and a bow. So you need to use 2 components no matter what. But the thing about set 8.5 is that there's less components to work with than previous sets. You're offered less items at stage 2-7 and stage 3-7. So since you have less items to work with, you have to use your items well. Otherwise, you won't be able to get carry itemizations for your main carries, and you're gonna have a very hard time during late game, right? So because of that reason, since Morgana can save you 2 components, which is very important during late game, I do feel the value of Morgana in a set like this is just far too high, guys. Far too high. That's what I noticed for sure. And I also realized that most carries are very weak without their specific hero augments. Like units like Vex or like a Gnar, like these like a low 3 cost or lower 3-star carries are a very good example. The only exception that I find to this are hearts. So you go for like Heart Viego plus like an AP like a backline with a good like a front line. You can go for like admin brawlers if you get a really good admin effect onto Warwick. That by itself is also very strong. And I do notice that TF related decks are also very strong during late game. Another exception to this would be a bunch of 5-cost users. I honestly think 5-cost users are the strongest thing to go for right now in the new patch, indefinitely. It is very nice to see a lot of new carries introduced. I do see a lot more AD carries. They took out a lot of like AP carries, and it is more, there are more choices of ADs. Right now, at the current patch, Jhin is underbalanced, so Jhin isn't really too strong to work with, but once he gets balanced, we will see a lot more Jhin in action. Overall, I think it is quite interesting in that regard. But that's where the changes were most significant. I feel like the 4-cost unit changes were the most attractive, were the most efficient, and I'm very excited to start playing ranks, to climb LP and ELO. Hope you guys enjoyed.